Hey, what's going on Copper and Call Podcast? It's your boy Lil Soul 2.0, the copy god himself. And today we're going to talk about part 2 of, Noah and his ark and stuff like that. My glasses are a little dirty, so whatever. I can't even sing. But we're going to talk about the part 2, right? So the first part has so much stuff in it about a week and a half ago that I couldn't even fit it all into it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a second part, and this part's going to kind of break it down a lot more, right? So first, we want to talk about, the flood, right? So the flood was the baptism of your spirit. Now, I know we think baptism is accepting Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior. First of all, there's a lot I got to say about that, but I'm not going to put it in this episode. But second thing is, no, water can mean a lot of things. One of the symbolisms of water, it's a cleansing. So the flood was for a man to cleanse his entire spirit. Okay, so first, let's talk about how God told Noah to bring a male and female version, or 2 and 2 of every single thing that he had, right? Or every animal on the earth. And all the animals just represented different ideas and stuff, right? What God was saying was for him to take the positive and the negative into the ark of the Most High, which is basically a spiritual part of consciousness. So he's saying take the negative and the positive. Let me explain that, right? You cannot have a negative without a positive. You can't have a positive without a negative. So someone has to be the villain, or something has to be negative. So we need both thoughts, right? You need negative thoughts to happen. Now, I know people are saying just take all the negative thoughts out and stuff like that, but you actually need them both. God said in order for him to cleanse himself completely, he has to take the positive and the negative thoughts with him, because those negative thoughts also drive you sometimes too as well. I remember when I got cut from the basketball team my 10th grade year, my mentor told me, keep that pain, remember what happened then. So keeping those negative thoughts and using it to drive you, using it as a reason why not, right? So yeah, he takes them to take the positive and the negative. And then when the world is filled with that water that's cleansing them, right? It's really the whole world filled with potential ideas, awaiting truth to bring upon spiritual realities. So what that means is, like the water, I told you, one of the things it means is cleansing. The other thing it can represent is basically ideas, potential ideas. That's what water also means, because water can see, the thing about water is it's formless or shapeless, right? I think Bruce Lee said it. You put it into a cup, it takes the shape of the cup. You put it into a bottle, it takes the shape of the bottle. You put it in a vase, it takes the shape of the vase. You know what I mean? Water can form in those different ways. And that's why it represents potential ideas, because it's just sitting there, right? But what you do with it, what you put it into, can be what kind of idea it is. Water, we're mostly made of water. So even ourselves, we're just basically potential ideas. So these potential ideas are just waiting the truth, because the truth will bring upon your spiritual reality. So that's what was going on with the flood, right? And then when your faculties find truth, all lesser ideas die through transmutation. So they were saying first, that water was sitting there first just as potential ideas, potentially to be something, right? I actually hate that word potential, but that's what it was. It was just potential to be something. Then when you keep adding truth to these ideas and you keep seeking the truth, keep seeking, wisdom, then what it's going to do is, as it grows, as the wisdom grows, and as these potential ideas form into these positive ideas, or this wisdom that you're looking for, this truth that you're looking for, it's actually killing off or destroying these lesser ideas that you don't even need to worry about. Like, basically, get rid of these lower ideas. There's no reason for them. Let's take them out the equation. And that's through transmutation, which is basically just taking the energy from one thing and put it into another. So you're basically taking these lesser ideas, getting rid of them, so they can keep going into you searching for the truth. It's searching for wisdom. And then it says, when man lets go of false sense of things and discerns God to be one source of all good things, he rests in spiritual consciousness. So as you continue to search for this truth, right? As you continue to search for this wisdom, and those lesser ideas are taking out, you're going to keep letting go of these false sense of, things. And you start to focus on God being the Almighty, the Most High. You start focusing on the Most High being the only one, right? Not Jesus Christ as your person, even though you're like, they're the same thing. No, they're not. He is the Son of God, just like we are the sons and daughters of God, the children of God. So we are the same thing as Jesus. So that's what he's saying. You get to see God, the Most High, the one God, as the, most, or the source of all good. And you will see that by continuing to seeking the real truth. When you actually read the Bible, when you have to seek it, right? Not just wait for someone to tell you what this knowledge is, not for some pastor to tell you what it is. Oh, this is that. This is, read a couple verses to you and let you know that's what it is. You have to go seek the truth yourself. And it says all ideas are blessed when man knows the creative law and cooperates to it. When man knows it. Not when he's told it. So all this stuff's going together, right? You have these, it started off with you having these potential ideas, these ideas that are formless or shapeless like the water. You keep seeking the truth and adding truth to it. It takes away these lesser ideas, which baptizes your spirit, right? And you can start to see the truth. And as you start to see the truth, you get rid of these lesser ideas and they transmute them into still focusing on the truth. And as you continue to look for the truth, you see God as the most high, the all source of all good. And when you see him the source of all good, you're blessed, man. You become a blessed man, and then you start to know the actual law and not what someone else tells you the law is. And then you have to cooperate with it as well. You just don't need knowledge. Knowledge is just accumulation of information. Wisdom is experience. All right. So wisdom is experience accumulated through, or basically through your use of accumulated knowledge or information, right? And then it says that's when he made the covenant, right? So all the covenant was for him to give up his mind and body for the divine law. So that means he put God, he put seeking the truth above his own mind, his own body, put everything else, on the back burner to search for truth. And it reminds me of like when Eric Thomas says like, you like sleep more than, you want your dream, or you basically take sleep over your dream. You take sleep over your hustle, over your grind. And it reminds me of that because it's like, are you taking sleep over these things? Are you taking your mind, your body? Are you putting God, you putting these things above God or above seeking for the truth, right? Are you scared of confusion? Are you scared to feel like people are going to talk about you just because you don't want to go look for information yourself? You scared that majority of the people are going to say these things about you? Always put the truth and always put God above all else. And then it says when man is obedient to the guidance of God, he will never be flooded with negative conditions. So when you searching, let's look at the hierarchy again, right? You have these formless, shapeless ideas like water. You continue to search for the truth. As you search for the truth and you start forming these potential ideas into the truthful ideas, you start to get rid of the lesser and negative ideas that basically keep you down. And when these lesser and negative ideas that keep you down are starting to take care of, they start transmuting into more searching for the truth, right? And when you search for the truth, you will see God as the all good, as the all being, right? You will see the most high. Nothing else will be higher to you than the most high. Then when you start to see him as that, right? When you start to see God as the most high, he will start to bless all of your ideas. When you search for truth, you search for God, he starts to bless all your ideas. These are the people who make it. When they continue working on themselves, when they continue searching for truth, not seeking it too, not waiting for someone to tell them about it. When they continue to seek for truth, that's when God basically blesses all their ideas. All your ideas are blessed. And then not only that, he puts you out of these negative conditions. There's things that I've been through in life that people have never even seen, right? Things that people have never been through themselves. Times where I ain't eat for a day, you know what I mean? Days at end, not drinking, no water, no clean water in the crib, no hot water in the crib, like, nothing to eat, you know what I mean? Freezing cold, sleeping with no blanket, no door, hole in my wall in my crib. But you know what? Through all of these things, God still helped me get through these things. He still kept me to get through these negative conditions because I continue to seek the truth from him. I continue to seek for the truth. So when I seek for the truth, he got me through these negative conditions. He always found a way for me to find something to eat. He always found a way for me to get some clean water in my system. All the basic necessities I needed. And then on top of that, now that I'm pushing myself to be successful with this stuff, he's helping me meet different people for different joint ventures. I got another joint venture that I just got, right? You know what I mean? Where it just worked out perfectly. I had more ladies. I'm coming to my job. I'm presenting, and all my goals are starting to come to fruition. All my ideas, everything I'm writing down is coming to fruition because I seek the truth of the Most High. Just some things, Noah, like this whole section on Noah was deep, man. Just seek the truth. I'm telling you, when you seek the truth, everything will be taken care of for you. So just focus. Remember, Inky Johnson said it best. Don't focus on the reward, just focus on the work, man. So just keep killing the day, man. Something to think about. Keep killing the day. And remember, you pray for marking like this. the copy got out.